Zoop again comes out with another portable solar panel, this one being the 300 watt solar panel, which if you haven't seen my other videos, I've already covered the 450 watt panel, the 200 watt glass panel, and I've already taken the 450 and compared it to several other panels, and Zoop so far has been doing a very good job at making impressive units, especially at an affordable price. Now, even though I have solar on my RV, portable panels are great to still carry just in case you need them for a little bit of extra production, depending on the type of the setup, or maybe even where you go. Or maybe you need some large panels because maybe you're trying to power a backup battery system that you have at your home and you can't always mount everything on the roof, then those larger 450s are a great option. But if you need something smaller, again, we have now this 300. So if this might be something you're interested in, stick around for a few minutes, we'll go over it, and then we'll talk about some of the other ones at the end. Now, when you get this out of the box, Zoop always gives you a nice carrying bag. Not to mention they rubberize the top of the handles because these can get hot when they are out in the sun. And as we take a look inside this pouch, this is where you will see those extra cables. And this is great because not a lot of companies give you any of this stuff. So you get all of these extensions, or actually adapters is really what these are. And I've noticed that in this one, they actually don't give you as many adapters as they used to, mainly because I think almost everything is moved to either these, 8mm pins, you have the Anderson ports, and then also the XT60, or you just disconnect them, and then you would just use this extension cable, and you would then have your MC4 connectors, which a little bit hard trying to do it with one hand, obviously, but there we go. And so when you buy other solar panels, they don't always give you these extensions. They just kind of give you the panel, and that's really about it. So one of the nice things with Zoop is they're including both of these. And then, of course, you will see manual and a little bit of warranty information and some tips and tricks. But other than that, let's open this up. And just to show you the inside of the bag, this is nice and padded, by the way. This is probably one of the most protected bags I have seen when it comes to portable solar panels. Most of them will just have a really thin bag. If you've seen some of the other brands I've done, they really don't have the padding on here like this one does. I mean, it adds maybe an extra pound, but for the protection, it's worth it. And just to show you the specs, it does say 300 watts, and if you're looking for your open circuit voltage, that's going to be this guy right here, voltage open circuit, 32.3 volts. So you don't want to take two of these and put these in series when you're plugging these into smaller power stations, because your circuit voltage will be over 60 volts, and that's a lot of what today's power stations are. So that is something that you want to be aware of. Now, I've praised this design ever since another company came out with these, but they've done it better and they've included better connections. They have the wires, as you can see here. These are not running through the frame like they were on a different brand, and they were pretty snug right here. It was just something I was worried about. Now, they do run through right here, but they've given you these little grommets to keep it in place, and they actually have enough room to where they move. That was the problem with one of the other ones, is that they would actually get really tight, and I was like, man, if those ever got pinched off, or if they just ripped right out of the box right here, then that means you would have to do a repair, which I like this design because this is better than the ribbons that go through the connection point right here, or at least the folding area, because this is at least somewhat repairable. If you were to, kink this or snap it, you could, splice in some wire or do something, but hence I like this design. They also have these kickstands, which these are super easy to use. They're not adjustable. I wouldn't mind a little bit of adjustment. I mean, you can move them and change it about an inch up or down, but that's about it. And this is a much stronger design than the previous, or at least the first generation they came out with over a year ago. And again, because these do get hot, this rubber actually does help. That was something I noticed when they came out with these that the other brand didn't have, is that there was no rubber on this handle, and man, this does get hot. Now, this aluminum frame here can still get hot, but this is helpful along with these little, bumpers on the ground. That way it doesn't chew up your solar panel. So, now one thing you may not have noticed, these are magnet closed, so as you get them closer, they will just kind of snap closed on themselves, and then they stay there until you pry them apart, which I do like that. I think this is a better design than the straps that they have on some of their other models, but it just makes it a little bit quicker. Now, again, one of the reasons I like this type of solar panel brand, or at least this particular design, is because the setup is super quick. It's super easy, and ever since these came out, there was a different company that made these first, and now they're doing the same thing but at a much better price, and they include those cables. But again, this is it. This is how easy it is to set it up, and when you take this down, this is super quick and easy. You can simply put in the stands, button this thing up, walk away. Now, one of the things is that they're using the new N-type cells with 16 bus bars. This allows it to capture more energy and then basically be able to put it into your batteries, your power station, or whatever it is you're using this for. So one of the things is that these have been doing really well when it comes to performance testing. If you haven't seen my other videos where I've tested these against a lot of different other solar panels that are portable, these performed exceptionally well. And because of the price, this is one of the main reasons these have gotten so popular. And I'm not the only one to actually test these. There's a ton of different other people doing it, and they all agree these have really been doing well. Now, I just threw this out here. I didn't really line it up. So if we take a look real quick, you can see we're getting about 282 watts out of this 300 watt solar panel. Now, it is a little bit warm out here. It's about 75, 76 degrees. And again, I've told you this before, that heat does rob power. Now, if it was 60 degrees, 55 degrees, these would perform, you know, above expectations is normally what happens. But for realistic, real world type, you know, input or at least output of this panel, this is what you're going to see. Now, one thing with these legs is that they're not really adjustable. You can move them in and out a little bit. It would be nice to have a little adjustment. That's one thing I've said before, just to maybe tilt it up or down a little bit. This is probably one of the most optimal angles, at least, you know, for most people's, you know, general use. If you want to lay them down flatter, you can. But you can see I'm still getting, you know, after I've kind of played with it, I had 286 was about as much as I saw. And if I do lift this up a little bit, try and get a little bit more tilt out of it, you can see it starts coming up some. And then I kind of get to optimal right around here. I also like testing more than just one. Let's throw one more out here just to make sure we have some consistency. Okay, so now you can see that solar panel up front. We also have the second one in the back. This one is cold. This one has been out here and it's nice and warm. So look at the difference. So you remember how I said that heat is the robber of all things? Well, look at the difference between the input on this one and the other one, 292 watts versus 271. That's because the one that's right here in front of me, it's now been out here for a good 20-30 minutes and getting heat soaked. So you will see that with every single solar panel. When they start getting hot, you will see the performance drop down. Since this one was in the shade and inside the bag, it's still nice and cold. And you will see this again in a few minutes. You will also see this drop down and probably match what this one is. So I'll come back in about 10 minutes and see if this one then equals what this one is putting out. Okay, again, with both of these lined up now to the sun, as far as at least the direction, angle-wise, I'm just going to use the stands. I'm not going to try and get optimal, but you can see that the shadow right here is nice and perpendicular. Same thing with this one here. So as far as how we're aimed at the sun, pretty much right on. And again, if we take a look at what our output is, you can see now they're much closer. And the first panel came out and it's been out here for about 30 minutes. And the other one came out, oh, about 20 minutes ago. So a few more minutes, I bet they'd be a little closer. And there could be a little bit to where one panel might perform a pinch better than the other. But as far as both of these being pretty consistent, I bet they'll equal out pretty much within only a couple watts of each other. Now, when it does come to shade performance on these, all of these are now wired in parallel. So that means if I was just to take this piece here and shade one panel, the other three are going to continue to work at their full output. And so since this is a 300 watt panel, that means each of these is approximately 75 watts for 150 there and another 150 there for 300 total. So if we look at this bottom one down here, you can see that one's saying about 210 watts. And of course, if we remove the shade, we add about 67 watts back to that solar panel. If you were to get, you know, maximum output of each one of these panels at 75 each, obviously that would be, you know, 75 watts. But you never really do get 100%. Hence, whenever you do need to buy solar panels, you always want to oversize just a little bit, or either buy one additional panel, because that way, in case you have clouds or maybe not the best conditions, that way you can get the most amount of power that's needed for at least your setup. Now, when it comes to these Zoup solar panels, there are other companies that make these, but they're the first ones to give you a much better carrying case. They also give you all those adapters, not to mention the extension cable. And when it comes to pricing, they're pretty much beating everybody out. So you're getting a quality product at also a really good price. And that's why these solar panels have really become so popular, because of everything you get, not to mention the pricing and again, the performance. And they keep adding more and more sizes, like the 450. This was one of the ones that I have taken out on a couple trips already. The only thing is I have found it is a little bit bigger if you are wanting to store this in your RV. So depending on the type of RV you have, if you have maybe a toy hauler or you want to use them for home backup power, these are great solar panels because they provide a lot of power. But if you need something a little bit more portable, they also have the 350 watt. They do have this new 300 watt, and they also have the glass panel 200 watt solar panel, which this is also a really good performer. And it even comes with its own solar controller along with extensions and battery connections and more. So this is something that's kind of all-in-one, ready to go. So depending on what you need, they probably have it when it comes to a portable panel. So let me know what you guys think, or if you guys already own a Zoup solar panel, comment down below on how you like it, or maybe if you don't like it. Either way, I'd love the feedback. I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope to see you in another one.